Hi everybody, it's Diane with that Scrappy book that doesn't want to stay open. I have a bunch of scrap stuff that I kept shoving over there, so let's stop shoving and do something with it. After all, that's not nice, right? I will say it's mostly just literal scrap stuff. There's not focal type image things here. So I have my didn't use it yet box over there. Like maybe we need that right now. Whoops. I'm surprised I didn't splash all over the place. There must be something wrong in the universe. Okay. If anyone's saying that's dumb, yeah, it is. But I don't know, for just a scrappy book, and I'm hitting my hair on the camera. So, okay, everything's fine in the universe. Maybe we don't need those flowers now. Those are old. I'm sure you can tell. Those are old toys out of the McCalls. I was going to put them in that old toys page on the glue book, in the glue book, but they were too big. Okay. You know what I've learned? When you make videos, don't eat things like tortilla chips or something right before you get on camera, because then you get crumbs caught in your throat. I feel like you have to cough. That's Diane's YouTube tip of the day. That might go somewhere, but it's washi tape, so I don't know where without sticking it right at this exact second. Come on, get under there. You know, for scrap stuff, right? Yeah, we do have one focal thing. Maybe we should do this on the next one as a Christmas thing, otherwise known as a tree. I meant Christmas image. That's why I said thing. She's starting with the air quotes again. I'll try to watch that. Well, that's fine for what this book is. I don't know that I like the lines under there. Jane has a thing with lines. Yeah, I think that's better. All right. Okay, that's not perfect, but that's not bad. Does it need a freeze of some sort? I have some here, as you can see. Well, a plethora of materials. There's buttons and fabric and real fabric. Maybe. All right. I'll piece this together here, but it's not going to go here. I'm only working on the right sides. And I think that's all I'm going to do in this book. Oh, please, Di. We want you to do more. I know. No, I think bulk-wise, that's going to work out pretty well. Well, I had one gift I didn't use. I forget what that was from. The Inchies? I don't know. some Christmas video. I didn't use it. Well, oh, this is Christmassy. I was just going to blab and say, well, I don't have anything Christmassy in this box over here. Maybe she does. So yeah, I filmed these ahead. It's gonna be December, close to it when you see this. So we're right in vogue there. Very timely. Actually, how about this? It's red. Who is paying for all this? That's kind of funny. I should probably throw more presents on there, shouldn't I? I just put all that Christmas stuff away from it was the Inchies. I let that stuff sit out for a day or so, which is very unlike me. But I realized I had to make, this is before Thanksgiving, I had to make Thanksgiving cards in a hurry. And so I just let this stuff sit. I just put it all away. And of course that means you can't get it out again. No, I'm kidding. I'm just making a statement that it's not right here. It was, but now it's not. What about, I imagine those were earrings. They look like snowflakes. Oh, well, I think that's too much. It's too big. But see, there is Christmas stuff in here. 2 whole things. Which is 2 more than what I thought, so that's okay. So that's okay. I don't know. What does that mean? It means we're going to use the bottom of the box. Okay. I should, everyone can roll their eyes. Go ahead. That last Cleopatra thing I did with Theda Bara when I was trying to find a photo, I saw the picture of her wearing the peacock dress. I should do a layout of that with that pin, right? Or imagine that's a brooch. That's kind of cute. I'll say it again, I don't like the lines. Oh, I had this sitting here I didn't use. Oh, and this. She's holding out on us. Well, I think just something plain back there that I don't see off the top of my head. Well, I have white, but I don't think, well, maybe you do want white because of that stuff. Yeah, good luck getting this under here without moving every single thing. Well, actually, that worked better than I thought it would. The other earring go. That's my opinion of this book. All right, let me pause. I'll glue those down. I don't know if I'm going to add anything or not. I don't know. And we'll come back. I imagine we have time for more. Hang on. Okay, this is all glued in. I did add all those punch snowflakes to mainly use them up, just to get rid of them. But I think that kind of adds, I don't know if you can tell on screen. It just adds a little bit so it's not just a small thing. And then that pink one. That's kind of cute. I did add the tape. You could spatter pink. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. And I purposely glued this in wrinkled like that. I think that's more interesting. That's the story of that one. Okay, let's do another one. Well, maybe we should start with a focal something, right? And then we'll know what color way we're going. Yeah. Maybe that should be in the altered book. That could be in the composition book. I probably should have picked something before I turned the camera on, right? Right. I didn't think of that. Forgive her. Especially since she's being kind of picky. Oh, here's another peacock. Alright, maybe I should do that. No, not another Theta Bara thing. Yeah. We said no. Alright, what about these? I'll put this in the composition book. It's right up here. Okay? Those are Fiesta Wear bowls I cut out for my glue book and they wouldn't fit. The nerve. It's kind of nice. That's swell. Okay. Timeless Charm. How about that? Okay, did anybody remember this was supposed to go on the Margaret Dumont Twinchie? I lost it because it was upside down and I thought it was a piece of ribbon laying there. So it's been floating around on my desk ever since that. And then just before when we were doing this, it had flipped over again. And I the same thing. Oh, I have ribbon in here. No, it's that stupid phrase. It is stupid, isn't it? Well, I like the introduction of orange. I think it's too big. It's too similar. We have two things together. Do you concur? I think that's better. Okay. Ick. Do you agree with that, Ick? Well, I don't really see. Silence is golden. I picked it up because it's blue, but no. I have another one that's watercolor. No. Well, that's not really bad, just like that, is it? I do have ribbon over here. Is this, yeah, this is dark blue. Okay, why not? Well, I kind of like that, just like that. Alright, that didn't take long. Let's piece together another one, and then that'll be 4. Wow. Well, that's sort of nice for scrap. Here she goes again. She's doing it again. Yeah. Well, what about this? Nice as this is, I don't know what else I would do with it. I suppose it could go in the composition book. Let's see, once I have it cut, what I think. Yeah, composition book. It's a little crooked. Okay. Begin again. Alright, how about, well, this could go in too. I should look through this for the composition book, I guess. I didn't really think of that. Alright, how about this? These are copies of old postage stamps because I needed, The Wizard of Oz was the 4th one. And I used it on an iCAD. Okay. Dr. Mead is in Stagecoach, right? He's the doctor in Stagecoach, right? I'll have to look that up. He's also the grandfather in Meet Me in St. Louis. I can't think of his name. I mean the actor's name. Well, not too white. No. Oh, that's okay. Need something in the corner, like what? I do have a film thing here. It's just in a magazine, as maybe you can guess. Okay, did all those movies come out in 39? Is that right? I know Gone with the Wind did. I think Wizard of Oz did. I don't know about those two. Is that why they were together on a stamp thing? They gotta look that up too. Oh, I don't know if there's anything in here we could put in the corner. There's our moon phases again. And yes, I'm kidding. It's not. That's okay. Does it needs a phrase? I don't know if I have one. I don't think I have one. Direct the movie. No. I think I saved that for a possible Hollywood thing. Fast talking, no. Groovy. I don't think so. All right, let me pause. I'll glue these in. I'll find a phrase. I'll look up all that important trivia for you guys, and I'll come back. Hang on. Okay, here we are, all finished. I did spatter pink that's still wet. And one of the benefits of being a type A is I decided to stamp scraps here. So I was just kind of holding it, knowing the paint's wet, but it got on this side anyway. Oh well. Okay. Up, there's that one. This one, we missed one somewhere. Yes, they're all from 1939. No, Dr. Mead was in Gone with the Wind as Dr. Mead, and then the grandfather in Meet Me in St. Louis, his name's Harry Davenport. He was in a million movies going back to the silent era. The doctor in Stagecoach was Thomas Mitchell, but he was also in Gone with the Wind as Mr. O'Hara. Okay. What did we miss? Here, the Christmas one. Okay. There's your scraps and your trivia for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good day out there.